Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing?
Welcome to the Developer Demo Jam. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Carrie McLeod with SendGrid, and with me is Joshua Hoskins and Connie D with the AppExchange. We are going to see a bunch of demos from 5 different AppExchange applications. You can follow along on Twitter with the hashtag AppDemoJam and DF17.
Yeah, and we've got a bunch of people lined up. So we've got AutoRabit, we've got Copado, we've got Skuid, we've also got Terrasky, and then I'm missing one more. Jitter Bit. How could I forget Jitter Bit? So all these people are lined up to give you great demos today. See you live in the audience if you guys want to come forward. These guys have got a great lineup for you today. I think there are some rules, right?
There are some rules. It wouldn't be fun without some rules.
Very, very important rules.
Yes, very important rules. Every demo gets 3 minutes, and they are not allowed to use any slides. These are live demos. Everything you see is going to be happening live right now, so pray to the Wi-Fi gods. And there was going to be a link at the end that we will give you so you can vote, and the winner's chosen by you.
Yeah, the winner's chosen solely by you. There'll be a link, and the winner gets a trophy. Do we have the trophy in the audience?
And the winner gets to compete in the Mega Demo Jam.
Yes. See Amanda, she's holding up the lovely trophy.
There's the awesome trophy. There's 7 demo jams, I think, total, and then the Mega Demo Jam on Thursday at 9:30.
Bright and early. I'll be there.
Upstairs in Moscone West, room 2007.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, first up, we've got AutoRabit. You guys want to go ahead and change out? All right. So next up is AutoRabit. AutoRabit integrates with DX with an intuitive UX, advanced application lifecycle management, VCSs, and much more. So they had a lot of acronyms in their description. So I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to show us exactly what AutoRabit can do. And today with us from AutoRabit, we have Simon. All right. And we have, who's your engineer there? Abhilash. Abhilash. All right.
Where's the HDMI? Abhilash. Out here?
All right. We need an HDMI connection.
That's the one. That's Ethernet. That's, where's the HDMI?
Oh, HDMI.
Here.
There we go. Gotcha.
All right. All right, so these guys are just about ready, and I want to see some awesomeness. You guys were actually at Trailhead DX back a couple months ago.
Correct.
And you had a good demo there.
We had a Wi-Fi glitch, so this time we plugged in.
Okay, so we learned from our lessons.
We did.
All right, it's over to you guys. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
There you go.
All right. There we go. Thank you very much, guys. So today we're going to be talking about how AutoRabit integrates with Salesforce DX. So what I got on the screen here is the DX command line interface, and what I'll do is type a very quick command here. Now this is something that you'll definitely want to remember, only because you find yourself using this all the time within Salesforce DX. Now this is a special command because what it's going to do is actually generate a whole bunch of commands that you actually have to remember. It's like opening Pandora's box for one instance. So basically what happens here is there's a number of different commands. Now, for those of you that have used Salesforce DX, you know that you have to create a project, you'll have to enable a dev hub, you'll also have to create a scratch org, as well as load metadata into that scratch org. Now, all this takes time, of course. I, for one, did this myself through the CLI, and that took me about 20 minutes to actually get everything set up so I could start coding. Now, what this means is it is pretty difficult to learn just because there's a lot of different commands here, and also because it can be difficult to adopt. So instead of using a CLI, we brought this into AutoRabit's UI. And you can accomplish all of this in just a few button clicks. So let's jump into AutoRabit's UI here. This is what we call our DevHub management page, where you can register your DevHub as well as create a scratch org directly out of the UI, which will then bring you to this detail page here.
Exactly. And as you can see now with these scratch orgs created, we can easily associate a branch to it. We can load metadata. We can also load data, including creating parent-child relationships automatically. And once we have prepared the scratch org to start development, we can switch to our scratch org. And here we can then quickly create the components we need. In this case, in the interest of time, just a small Apex class. Save it, and then we can go back to AutoRabit. And with AutoRabit, since we can connect to this, we can then fetch all those changes that we made using our easy commit feature. So you can see here now that the AutoRabit is comparing the scratch work to the branch that we have created and is telling us everything has been modified or newly added since the last commit. And once we have those components shown up, we will be able to collect the ones we want. Also at the bottom you can see we have an integration with ALM systems like Jira, for example, and many others. And we can associate commits to particular work items and even change the status in the ILM tool. Now that we can check the components we want, basically cherry pick them, we can then simply commit those changes to the version control system, and basically this is a developer process completed. And as you can tell, there wasn't a single CLI command we needed. It's all through the UI. It's easy to adopt. And if you want to learn more, our booth is right over there behind you, actually, behind this theater.
30 seconds remaining.
We're actually done. Thank you very much for your time.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
That's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
All right, so well, we had a LAN connection, so that helped you guys.
Yep.
All right, cool. So what you were able to see with AutoRabit's demo is an integration with Salesforce DX. They've got a list of commands, actually almost about 2 pages, for you guys to really leverage. But not only that, once you run those CLI commands, you're actually able to go back into their web portal and collect all of your changes, seamlessly commit that to your GitHub repository, and implement continuous integration, which is a great thing for all developers. Can I get a show of hands of all developers that love continuous integration? Woo! Yeah, it makes our life easier, right? All right, cool. Next up, we've got Copado. You gonna introduce them, Carrie?
Yes. So we have David here from Copado. Copado provides a complete release management solution with agile continuous delivery, version control, automated deployments. Autonomous would be pretty awesome. Automated regression testing, rollbacks, scheduled metadata backups, and more. Are you ready, David?
Yep, just making my screen appear up there. It's coming now.
So David also demoed at the TrailheadX conference.
I believe he won.
They won, actually, yeah. They won the demo jam at the TrailheadX conference.
It's really strange, right?
So we're going to have to see what you're able to produce today.
Yeah.
Sure.
I remember you guys had some new stuff coming out that you talked about in the last demo. So are you going to be able to show some of that today?
Of course, yeah.
Awesome.
We have some exciting new features coming up. And we're already released as well since TrailheadX back in May.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think you're good to go.
Awesome.
3 minutes starts now.
All right. So Copado is a leading release management tool that you can use to deploy your metadata changes all the way to production. So once you install Copado from the AppExchange, you can define your release flow. As you can see here, I have development sandboxes linked to an integration sandbox, then to testing, and then to production. Copado integrates with Git service providers like, for example, GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab. So for each environment, you can have a Git branch assigned. Now, to get started working with Copado uses user story that you can import from Jira or other agile software, or you can create in Copado. So as a developer or admin, once I do my changes in my sandbox, I can come to this user story object and select the specific metadata components that I modified, and also check them into my version control system. Those metadata components, if they include Apex code, Copado detects it, and you can run Apex tests of those test classes in this user story. And also, as a developer, I can do a static code analysis of my code to see if I'm complying with the best practices. If, in case I am not, Copado shows me the list of compliance, best practices that I need to improve so that I can do so. Now, also in the user story, Copado has automated testing with Selenium. So you can easily record your new features so that they are tested as you deploy this user story from one environment to the next. In Copado, we have a Chrome extension to easily record. So for example, I'm going to start recording. And as I create a new account, for example, the recorder is going to detect every change that I do in the interface. So every click that I do, every value that I type, the Copado application records that. So once I build my scripts by recording the interface, then I can add this test on my user story, and Copado will test it automatically in every new environment. Also, Copado keeps an index of all the metadata that you add in your user story. So if this class, for example, is also being modified in other user story, Copado tells me there can be a potential conflict. So Copado can show me a list of other user stories where the same Apex class is also being modified. Now, in your deployment flow, as you move changes from a sandbox to integration, Copado allows you to deploy those changes back into all the other development environments that you have. And for example, all these user stories that you see here have arrived in integration. So Copado tells me that I can deploy them back into my dev sandbox. And as your projects grow in size and complexity and you have more user stories, Copado has a work manager to manage all these user stories. And we're glad to announce that we have a new compliance application that we're launching where you can define different compliance rules to scan your different environments. So for example, if you want to make sure that the view or data user permission is not in other profiles but the admin, you can create a rule. So for example, you can scan your production org every hour to see that no other profile has view or data permission. So these compliance rules, you can analyze them.
Time's up.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Copado. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
How about that Chrome extension? That was pretty amazing, and seeing how it integrates with Jira and Agile, and I thought that was really great. Thank you so much.
Awesome, thank you.
As always, you don't disappoint. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's see how you guys will do. Yeah, I mean that was amazing. You had Selenium testing in there.
Yeah.
You had the flow. It's visual.
Salesforce native too.
And it was in Lightning.
And it was in Lightning.
That was amazing.
I know, yeah,
and
that
it was Lightning.
awesome.
Definitely, great job. All right, next up, we don't have a favorite, but it's Jitterbit. I've actually used Jitterbit before, so that's a good thing.
They got some fans.
Do we have some fans? I think I know all of those fans. So Corey's going to show us a little bit about Jitterbit. Jitterbit was in a demo jam at several world tours that I was attending this year. So you guys were all about integration and all about making the a citizen developer make two systems talk to each other. So I'm really excited about what you're going to show today.
Thanks.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Perfect. So guys, integration, it's one of those things that a lot of us have to face at some point. Our goal is to make it easy, particularly on the developer. Because see, with Jitterbit, you've got a complete integration platform, but on the other side of the coin, you've got a complete API platform, so it makes you be able to do some really cool things. Now, we're going to start off here in, actually over in a Slack instance. Okay, and we're using a little Amazon Echo Dot, and hopefully this will work here, but we're going to say, Alexa, ask Jitterbit how I'm doing on sales. And you see what's happening here is we're calling a Jitterbit API to call into Salesforce to get all of this data back. Now hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
Month to date,
there it goes.
You have closed 2 opportunities totaling 33% of your monthly quota.
Okay, so we're doing pretty good on sales, but we want to go a little bit further, and this is where Slack comes in. We're going to say, Alexa, ask Jitterbit to send me my 90% ops. Again, Alexa's calling a Jitterbit API that powers all this.
I've asked Jitterbit. You should see any updated records shortly.
Let's try that one more. Alexa, ask Jitterbit to send me my 90% ops. Looking.
Jacksonville Natatorium
there we
for
go.
$8,000.
You see it on screen?
Orlando Golf and Resort for $368. Spring Hill Resort for $6,000.
Perfect. So Jitterbit's powering all this on the back end, but let's see the next thing. And this is what a lot of you are going to be more familiar with as far as APIs and integration goes. So here we have the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead and say, hey, this $8,000 opportunity, I'm going to simply close this, mark it as closed won. Another thing for APIs, though, because real-time integration coming out of Salesforce, you can do it with outbound messaging. A lot of us know that. You can also do it with a newer feature called Platform Events. Jitterbit has a Platform Events connector where we're listening for those events. In this case, we're getting all this opportunity data. We're going back into a back-end office system, NetSuite for this example, and we're creating a sales order there. Now, this is very, very typical and something that a lot of people try to code manually. I'll tell you, just don't do it. It's too hard to do manually. Let's refresh, and for some reason taking 2 refreshes here, but let's scroll down and let's see, not quite back yet, we'll do it again. Jitterbit's pulling all this data, doing all this on the back end, and what we're going to do is jump on over here to NetSuite now, and we're going to search for Jacksonville and see if we can find that account that was created over here.
30 seconds remaining.
So here we go. We're going to jump over to sales, and there you see it. There's that $8,000 sales order, and with that, we're just going to simply say, Alexa, Ask Jitterbit to say thanks.
Jitterbit thanks you for coming to the demo jam.
Thank you, guys.
Nice touch, Corey. It's always amazing what you guys show. So I love to see the Alexa integration. That was really cool. So what you've been able to see is Jitterbit, and all of that was done within their Harmony system, which is a unified way to bring integrations together for the citizen developer. So great job, Corey.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Who do we have up next, Carrie?
So next up, we have Skuid. Pronounce that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Great.
Squid.
Skuid. It's Skuid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skuid is a code-free enterprise UX development platform, and you guys
exactly
also
right.
have the cool Skuid
We've
hats.
got the
in
cool hats.
expo,
If you
I
stop
saw.
by our booth, you can get a hat. It's tall. It will make you stand out in a crowd. I guarantee it.
Awesome.
Cool. And for all of you guys still in the audience, please stick around because you'll be able to vote for any one of these contestants very shortly after we get through all the contestants. So stay right there and pay attention.
Yeah, and not only do they get that awesome trophy, but they're going to demo tomorrow in the Mega Demo Jam.
Thursday, not tomorrow.
Sorry, Thursday morning.
Yes, bright and early. I don't know how I'm going to make that. I meant
Lots
it's
of
like
coffee.
You will be there. So anyone going to any parties tonight? Yeah, we're going to see Alicia Keys.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. I mean, isn't this just an epic Dreamforce?
Yes.
I mean, you get all this like jam-packed entertainment and all this kind of things. Are we ready?
All right, Alan, are you ready to go?
Good. Yes.
All right, take it
Over to
away.
you.
Hey, everybody. I'm Alan from Skuid. There is a reason we spell it funny. It stands for Scalable Kit for Usable User Interface Design.
Never knew that.
So we are a cloud-based no-code development tool for building apps and pages on Salesforce. We are available in the AppExchange. We are compatible with both Classic and Lightning. So go there, download it, check it out. What we're looking at here is an opportunities dashboard, and this is using all data from Salesforce, all completely reskinned using Skuid drag and drop components. So all these data visualizations, the KPI tiles across the top, the table down here, all doing live push-pull data with Salesforce, gives your users the ability to do all the tasks they do in Salesforce in a easier, maybe more intuitive way. Now, we can also bridge across multiple Salesforce orgs for that data, and we can also pull in any OData or REST API available data. So we've got pre-configured connectors for SAP, Oracle, Google, Microsoft Dynamics, Marketo, a bunch of other things. Just real quick, this is actually, whoops, somehow I got to the wrong page there. This is going to be our app builder. So you're going to see the drag and drop components up here on the upper left that you just pull down onto the canvas. You associate them with a data source, whether it's Salesforce or other, and then you build out the functionality in here that you want to. Real quick, this is actually a new piece of Skuid. This is Skuid for Sales. This is our first pre-packaged app. So I think of Skuid as being like Legos. Everybody gets the same set of blocks, but what I build and what you build are going to be two completely different things based on your business requirements and your user flow. But this is actually our first pre-packaged app. This sits right on top of Salesforce. You can see here that we've got some of our Skuid components that we saw on the other page. And then also, down the right-hand side, there are some native Lightning components. So you can combine them, mix and match, use what you want from us and from Lightning all on the same page. There is also a built-in little user feedback piece here. So your users can tell you what they think, what else they need, and they can help you in your iteration process as you work on
30 seconds
and improve
to go.
your app. So that's Skuid. No code, no kidding. Our booth is right there behind you. Please stop by and say hi. Thanks a lot.
All right,
Awesome.
right on time.
Great job, Alan. Thank you. I think for the developers, what's really amazing about Skuid is if you create a really cool app with a bunch of different objects, maybe even in different sources, and you don't really want to fiddle too much with building out a UI, you can just plug Skuid into it and create a nice UI for it.
And really, the sky's the limit. Anything you can imagine, you can create in there with your data.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. All right. Up next, it looks like we have Terrasky. Joshua is going to tell us a little bit about Terrasky.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, so Terrasky will be presenting the Skye Visual Editor, a platform that allows you to create custom visual force pages with drag and drop Design Studio. Whether you're an administrator, a seasoned developer, you can quickly create visual force pages to meet users' needs. So I think we got a little competition going on here, right?
Yeah.
So we've got Copado and AutoRabit. We've got Jitter Bit, who showed something very interesting.
A lot of integrations happening.
Yeah, but then we've got Terrasky and Skuid, who are both showing how admins and developers can custom create their user interface.
Yes.
So it's gonna be very, very tight. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so joining us, we've got Tony. Tony's gonna tell us how amazing Terrasky can be for developers and admins.
Thank you, thank you. So again, my name is Tony Nelson. I'm with Terrasky. One of the things that we've got here is Skye Visual Editor. It's just a platform that lets you create custom visual force pages, drag and drop. So I'm already logged into Salesforce and logged into Skye Visual Editor. From here, what I'm going to do is just simply create a visual force page from scratch using our studio in just a couple of minutes instead of something that would take you hours or days to create. So to do this, we're going to go to File. We're going to click Load Page Layout. We choose the object that we'd like to use as the foundation of our page. Choose any record type that we would like to import in and use as the starting point. And this is going to retrieve all of the metadata from Salesforce and pull it in so you don't have to sit there and drag all the fields around. At this point, this is the starting place where you can begin customizing everything to your team's liking. So I'm just going to drag some of these sections of field off. If we don't need certain things for specific layouts, you can just drag them off, move them around as needed. On the left-hand side, we have all of the components that are available. Right-hand side are all of the properties to modify and change everything. And that center section is the actual visual force page that's getting created. So what we're going to do is just take a couple of components from the left, drag them on, things like tabs to organize your data more effectively. We can drag in something like, let's say, the fields inside of tab number 1. We can drag data tables inside of the second tab, simply to give users a better experience. Once you're designing everything and you're completely finished, you're able to go to File, you're able to click Deploy. It's going to ask you whether you're sending things to a sandbox environment or a production environment. From there, you're going to go ahead and click the Deploy button. What it's now going to do is generate all the visual force code, all of your Apex controller, and all of the code coverage necessary to completely get things production ready and inside of your Salesforce environment. So let me show you a little bit about what this looks like on the production side once things are fully deployed. Well, it's getting its thing done on Wi-Fi. So this is a page that's created inside of Salesforce Classic. You can import these over into Lightning using the Lightning App Builder as necessary. We also have a Lightning component builder that's called Spice. That's another product that we've created specifically for Lightning. But as you can see, it's just the ability to create something that's got 4 or 5 columns or tab browsing or the ability to dynamically search and filter things. We also have the capability of going in and taking actual documents, uploading them into Salesforce, and then overlaying some of the fields on top of this document. So when users are inputting information, it feels like a natural thing for the users to input. Now, this can be leveraged on Salesforce communities. It can be leveraged internally. It can also be leveraged on something that you're sending out to the customers. So the whole point is to create custom UIs that allow your users to input data more effectively, something that feels very natural and not so much like they're entering data into Salesforce, which can sometimes be a bit of an irritation for customers in Salesforce Classic. So thank you so much. That's it.
Awesome. Right on our time. All right, you guys get your phone ready. But Terrasky, thanks for showing that. You know, I do love that everything is mainly declarative, and you generate all of the visual force pages, all of the test coverage, which we don't want to write test coverage, which is great, and you've got that on the screen, so that's awesome. And did I hear that you have something that's doing this for Lightning components as well?
That's correct. Specific for Lightning, we've got a platform called Spice. Does the exact same thing, but builds Lightning.
I cannot wait to see that next demo jam. All right, so everyone get out your trusty phones. Get out your trusty phones. If you work for any of the contestants, you cannot vote. But please visit this bit.ly link. It's case sensitive. It's bit.ly/capital JDF17.
Yeah.
That's for the so this
voting's
is
open
the
for
thing
3
we have
minutes.
going on, right? So this is our second time doing a developer demo
Yes.
jam. The last one was the Trailhead DX, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there's going to be a lot of other things coming up, just to let you guys know while you guys are voting. The one that we've mentioned many times during this session is the Mega Demo Jam. The Mega Demo Jam is going to be Thursday morning, and the Mega Demo Jam is going to be a collaboration of all of the winners that have won the smaller demo jams like this. So it's definitely something that you want to see. And I may or may not be wearing something very special on Thursday morning.
And after this, at the Marriott Marquis, at 5:15 p.m., there is a SMB, so small mid-sized business demo jam. 5:15 in the Sequoia Theater, Marriott Marquis Hotel.
Right, and that's going to be in the Sequoia Theater. Also, for those of you that are not aware about the App Demo Jam program, it's something that myself and other MVPs like Carrie and Jeff Gross, we do this every third Thursday, and you can always find past demo jams as well as our schedule for future demo jams at appdemojam.com. Right?
Awesome. Yes.
All right, so the votes are coming in. Has everyone placed their votes? All right, last call. Last call.
All right.
All right, voting is closed. I feel like I'm on the what is it?
Do you want to
what
have
is
the
it?
participants come
is,
up?
Is it like the blackjack table where people wave their hands and you can't bet anymore? Yeah, let's bring up all the participants. So please welcome back AutoRabit, Copado, Skuid, Jitter Bit, and Terrasky. Ooh, that trophy's looking mighty lovely.
It's very sparkly.
It's beautiful. Okay, so some of you have one already, so you'll get another one. And for those of you that don't have one, it will be an awesome addition to your desk for your accomplishment.
Is it real?
It's a trophy. Let's just leave it at
It's
that.
heavy.
It's heavy. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, cool. So this is a trophy that you guys get. Let's see who's going to get it. Will you do the honors?
Where do I do that? Is
What's
that
that?
here? Here?
Voting is slide. Going to put it down. We already did this stuff, so it's fine. Yeah, I think the winner's in there. Yeah.
Oh, the winner's in here. Oh.
It's in the envelope, the magic envelope. All right. Drum roll, please.
And the winner is
Copado!
Woo!
Man, oh man, oh man. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
All right, I want to thank all these participants. You guys did a great job. And for Copado, I mean, they did show some awesome stuff there. And it was actually a vast improvement from the last demo jam we saw at Trailhead DX. The fact that you're able to have Selenium integration and test coverage, and it's all integrated in one space, that was super amazing. So
Yes.
keep on doing and growing. So thank you very much.
And
Thank
good
you all
luck
for
on the Mega
participating.
Demo Jam.
Yes, we'll see you at the Mega Demo Jam. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Congrats.